Okay, so in this video I'm going to be talking about SCP-513 or 513, whichever you want to say it, but SCP-513 is like a cowbell looking thing. So yeah, it's kind of just, SCPs have it sometimes where there's just random objects and whatever, so it's kind of an interesting whatever where these objects have some kind of weird thing about them where they do stuff. So yeah. So there's the special containment procedure, which I guess if you want to read that, like what they do to whatever, then you can read that, or like what they have to do in order to deal with this thing and test it and whatever. But I'm gonna read the description part of it. So physically, SCP-513 is an unremarkable rusty cowbell. No marks or engravings are visible on its surface due to the large amount of corrosion. So there's basically a bunch of like dirt and stuff on it and like griminess, so it's all rusty and whatever. And yeah, so there's no like words or anything that can be seen on it. Any noise produced by SCP-513 immediately induces strong anxiety in all of the sentient beings who hear it. Exposure victims report feelings of being watched by an unseen entity and present elevation of heart rate and blood pressure roughly 1 hour after exposure. Exposure victims begin to catch a glimpse of SCP-513-1 when opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing any other actions that result in a sudden change in visual perception. Upon being sighted, SCP-513-1 reportedly turns away and runs out of view before disappearing without a trace. Descriptions of SCP-513-1's appearance are largely unreasonable. Test subjects are able to provide complete accounts of sightings due to their exhaustions. This great degradable mental health and disruptive words are hard. However, all interactions thus far indicate that SCP-513-1 is a tall, emaciated human. I don't like, what is it supposed to be? Like, it looks like it says one thing, but it looks like an OID, but like, I don't think that's really a whatever, but they have, abnormally large hands. So the main SCP here is 513, but when you hear it, 513-1 shows up and you can see him every so often, whether you turn your head or, open a door, and then he will try to run away. It's kind of like when you, out of the corner of your eye, you can see shadow people, and yeah, something like that. So yeah, it's kind of playing off of that kind of thing. So if you ever heard SCP-513, and then like you didn't know that you heard the sound of that cowbell, those shadow people in the corner of your eye might actually be SCP-513-1. So, you never really know, and then you might have anxiety and stuff like that, so, just a thing to think about, I guess. So, yeah, anyways, I guess that'll be it for this video, though. I don't think I really need to go too much into anything else, really. It's kind of just a cowbell where you hear it and then you see shadow people or a shadow person. So, yeah, anyways, I guess that's it for this video. So, bye.